and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And Missoula County acknowledges that this event takes place in the Aboriginal territories of the Salish and Coos Bay people. Okay, public announcements. Cheryl, for closed captioning.
Hello, everyone. If you're joining us for this meeting virtually today, instructions for turning on closed captioning are on your screen. If you're joining us in person, we'll have closed captioning on all the screens here in the Sophie Moise room. There will be an opportunity to speak during the meeting virtually and in person. We ask that all speakers today speak slowly and clearly. This helps with the accuracy of the closed captioning. If you're on Microsoft Teams, if you would like to speak when discussion has been opened, we ask that you use the raise hand feature. This is the small hand button. If you're calling in on the phone, you'll need to hit *5 to raise your hand. Once called upon, you'll need to hit *6 to unmute. If you have any questions during the meeting, please find me and let me know. Thank you.
Thank you. We have a couple proclamations. So Commissioner Slotnick, would you like to begin?
Whereas public safety was the first service provided by a government to its citizens, and the safety of well-being of both residents and emergency first responders continue to be one of the foremost concerns of Missoula County. And whereas ensuring public safety and well-being requires the ability to receive calls for help and immediately dispatch responders to provide assistance. And 911 is the critical first step in delivering public safety services. And whereas the public safety telecommunicators who work in 911 demonstrate exceptional commitment, dedication, and professionalism in their mission to answer calls for help from residents and visitors, dispatch emergency response agencies, and maintain a communication link with the responders to ensure their safety. And whereas these public safety telecommunicators provide this vital service 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, working long hours with difficult schedules to process more than 120,000 calls annually in Missoula County. And whereas the crucial role of public safety telecommunicators is often unseen and under-recognized. Now, therefore, we, the Missoula Board of County Commissioners, recognize the week of April 13th to April 19th, 2025 as National Public Safety Telecommunications Week. We thank the telecommunicators in 911 for all their efforts and hard work under very difficult circumstances. The community truly would not be safe without them. We also encourage the community to recognize the importance of 911 services and to thank these dedicated individuals in writing. Signed, your Board of County Commissioners, Juanita Vero, Josh Slotnick, and David Strohmeyer.
Thank you. Is there anyone here to speak to National Public Safety Telecommunications Week? Or anyone online? Okay, Commissioner Strohmeyer.
Okay, and just if folks are wondering, those telecommunicators are in the basement of this building that we're in right here. So our next proclamation is for Volunteer Recognition Week. Whereas volunteers are one of our country's greatest resources, and whereas volunteers adapt to the changing needs of our communities and continue to show their resilience and creativity in finding new ways to help people and encourage others, and whereas these volunteers improve Missoula County with their dedication, willingness to share time and expertise, and ability to meet community needs to make a lasting difference, and whereas we wish to honor and recognize volunteers collectively and the many contributions they make that enhance Missoula County's quality of life, now therefore we, the Missoula Board of County Commissioners, in coordination with Missoula Aging Services, do hereby proclaim the week of April 20th through the 26th, 2025 as Volunteer Recognition Week, and we recognize all residents to join us in recognition of our county's volunteers this month and throughout the year, dated this 10th day of April 2025 by your Missoula Board of County Commissioners.
Thank you. Would anyone like to speak to National, Volunteer Recognition Week? Oh, come on.
You're here. Come on up.
Come on up. That way we can, I'm sorry? Oh, unless you're here for the
Are you
parking
here for something
resolution.
else?
and then just hit the, so it turns green. Yeah, there you go.
Hi, I'm Judy Douglas. I'm a volunteer coordinator with Missoula Aging Services, and we have 3 of our wonderful volunteers here today that help us. Missoula Aging Services has over 550 volunteers. We have 50 employees. So volunteers are very important to us, and we have nominated these volunteers because they are so dedicated. And would you introduce yourselves?
Yeah, come on up so that way the microphone can pick it up. Thanks, Rick.
See, they knew my name without me even introducing myself. I'm Rick Hall. Pardon? I am one of the volunteers at Tech Cafe at Missoula Aging Service. We started it a while ago, and what we do is help older adults with their cell phones, their laptops, their portable devices, everything from activating a phone to understanding how they work. And we've been doing it for a while. We do it on the first Monday of each month from 1 to 3 in the afternoon. And it has been very well received. And it gives me a chance to put my nerdiness to good use. So, yeah, I'm going to thank Missoula Aging Services for that. They also showed me about the CASA program. So I'm a court-appointed special advocate for kids in the foster care system. That was something that MAS did for me in retirement. Boredom is one of our worst enemies, so they found outlets for me to be able to put some of my skills to use. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rick.
Thank you, Rick. And then we have Bill and Linda Hall, who are right here, and they are Meals on Wheels drivers. The Meals on Wheels program is thriving at Missoula Aging Services. We deliver hundreds of meals a day during the weekdays, and Bill and Linda are very crucial in our efforts to get meals to homebound adults and people with disabilities. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Bill and Linda.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Not named Hall? Okay.
I was thinking the same thing.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for your work. Is there any public comment on items not on the agenda? Okay, current claims list as of March 26, 2025 to April 1st, 2025 by the Commissioner's Office, total $2,198,756.98. We had a hearing for the Frenchtown Storage Building for a lease that's been postponed to May 1st, but we're taking public comment. Is there any public comment on this item? Apparently there's a phone number ending in, what was that again? 0900. Does it look like they're muted, or I can't see anything?
Oh,
Oh.
right here.
Danette?
We can hear you. Oops. We could hear you for a moment there, Danette. I think you've muted yourself. There we go. Danette, you can type your comments into the chat if you want, or is that possible?
Yeah, hey, this is Greg Bilbrey. I actually worked with Danette, but I'm a resident at 15700 Roman Creek Road, and I was just having a little bit of audio difficulty, so I'm not exactly sure where we're at with this, but.
We can hear you, Greg. Go ahead.
Okay. So yeah, this is not, like, can I oppose this? I guess that's what I'm trying to do. Like.
You can say whatever you'd like to say. This is public comment.
Yeah, so absolutely 100% oppose the building of any type of storage units or structures of that type directly across the street from my house, because that's what I would be looking at as I looked out of my front door or in my yard or anything like that. I have young daughters. One of them was just starting to drive. The increased traffic around that area would probably be somewhat insane, especially going right by the high school. Those kids coming and going too, always all kinds of practice and stuff like that. So just not a good idea in that specific location right there, as far as I'm concerned. So
Thank you, Greg. And
that's my opinion. I appreciate that.
thank you. And did you know that the hearing has been postponed to May 1st?
No. So is this not what we're doing today then?
Correct. But we're, because the postponement didn't happen until a couple days ago, we're still taking public comment, but we won't be discussing this until May 1st.
May 1st at same location and what time?
2 o'clock.
At 2 o'clock, same location. May
Correct.
1st. Okay. Okay.
Sophie
Well, I
Moe's
appreciate-
room in the courthouse. Okay. Yep.
yeah,
Thank you so
I
much.
appreciate that. Thank you.
Is there any other comments on this? Okay, we'll open the hearing for the no parking resolution on 40th Avenue. Shane, or, sorry, Jason Mitchell.
Thank you, and hopefully I can share my screen here. 1 second. Okay, so Public Works would like to open a hearing and propose a resolution for no parking on 40th Avenue, just east of Target Range Elementary School. And didn't read the, okay. So this would be regulating parking on 40th Avenue in Section 36, Township 13 North, Range 20 West. Whereas vehicles parked on 40th Avenue adjacent to the Target Range School block motorists' line of sight and pedestrians. Whereas in order to address operational and safety concerns, including the safety of pedestrians, Target Range School has requested vehicles not to be allowed to park on 40th Avenue, adjacent to and across the street from the school parking lot. And whereas 40th Avenue is a county road as defined in Montana Code Annotated 7-14-21014B, and whereas the Missoula Board of County Commissioners may do whatever is necessary for the best interest of the county road as provided in Montana Code Annotated 7-14-2102, and whereas the Board of County Commissioners is authorized by Montana Code Annotated 7-14-2106 to adopt regulations governing parking on county roads. And whereas Montana Code Annotated 61-87705 authorizes the removal of illegally parked vehicles in conjunction with Montana Code Annotated. And now, therefore, be it resolved that parking on 40th Avenue from South Avenue approximately 360 feet south in sections 36, Township 13 North, Range 20 West is hereby prohibited as shown on Exhibit A. Be it further resolved that the County Chief Public Works Officer provide appropriate signs indicating the restrictions and that vehicles may be towed. Be it further resolved that Missoula County Sheriff is hereby requested to take such action as is required to assure compliance with the parking regulations and the affected right-of-way, including having vehicles towed if necessary. And then I'd like to share the exhibit showing the constituents where this would be, the area that would be affected. So here's Target Range Elementary School. Oh, sorry. Let me shift screens real quick.
There's a typo with my name on that
Is there?
one. Oh, it's been fixed. Okay, cool. I can't.
Sorry about that.
Sarah Myers.
All right. Let me see here.
I see the typo.
Okay.
Might have to stop sharing and start sharing again.
No worries.
Okay, so here's 40th Avenue. And then just to the north there is South Avenue. And then so we're proposing no parking just along the stretch of 40th Avenue that's adjacent to the Target Range Elementary School.
Great, thank you. And so when does this hearing close?
I set up the closing, I believe, for May 1st at 2 p.m.
Okay.
And how can people comment?
Yeah, feel free to contact me by email, jmitchell@missoulacounty.us, or call the Public Works office, and we would be glad to accept any and all public comment on this issue.
Thank
Thanks.
you. Well, is there any public comment on this in the room or online right now?
Griffin? Okay. This is super hot and
This is
interesting,
really
man.
exciting.
Okay. This is going to bring the stock market back.
Okay.
Thank you, Jason.
Any other business? Nope.
Thank you all.
Yeah, we're adjourned. Have a great afternoon, everyone.
Record time.